I'm going to read something that I think is really going to make you smile. It really warmed my heart when I found it. Okay, the world seems to be in the worst condition it has ever been. With a global pandemic, uncertain economy, restriction of movement, racial injustice, crazy politics, war, and many more adverse conditions that make us feel powerless, unsettled, and fearful of the future. How did we get into the mess? But more importantly, how can we get out? The truth is, our current situation is no worse than any other. War, plagues, and injustice have troubled humanity since day one. The first step to healing this current situation is to realize that we are not victims of an unusually oppressive era. At all times there is great evil. At all times there is great good. The world is a huge theater of different realities coexisting at the same time. Each of us gets to live in the reality that matches the thoughts we are using to look at. Because the source of oppression is often in the mind, and the realization that freedom from oppression also can occur on how we look at things, right? Thoreau declared there are thousands hacking at the branches of evil to the one that's hacking at the root cause. A Course in Miracles says, seek not to change the world, but choose to change your mind, the way you think about the world. Because it's tempting to believe if I can just get rid of coronavirus and secure my income and get rid of my diabetes, I will be at peace. Of course, that would be wonderful, but if we wait for evil to be vanished before we can be at peace, we will be waiting forever. The way to vanish is evil, is to be at peace now. We can choose to be at peace now, right? So while many people are living in great fear and panic, others are using this time to deliver healing, like an Australian man who was passing a long line of people waiting for public assistance. He went to his bank, immediately took out money, and gave, $5 and $10 bills to every person. My immense reward was to see their faces light up. And there were flight crews in England who had been grounded, and they set up hospitality rooms in hospitals and refreshed weary medical workers. So the opening line of Charles Dickens' A Tale of Two Cities, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. That observation is true all the time. There's always light and darkness and good and evil, wisdom and foolishness. We each choose which element of the world we will live in. We inherit the world that matches our thoughts. Every thought we think is a key that unlocks the door to a world for better or for worse. If you want to live in the best of times, you must think the best of thoughts. So, when you thrive mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, then 3 things happen. You feel happier and more at peace. You affect the others around you. And then you're in the best possible position to help others who are fearful or hurting. So our well-being is our greatest contribution at this time. So let us seek to take care of ourselves, change our minds, and then that the world may be changed as a result of our higher vision. Isn't that beautiful? I hope you're inspired by that.